New York-based nonprofit organization is responsible for ascending and smashing the record for the world's highest altitude hockey game. The Hockey Foundation organized a game to be played this past Tuesday from the Himalayan region of Ladakh, India. Canadians always ready for a game of puck anywhere in the world, it would seem. Benoit Hardy-Chartrand, one of our North Korean experts, played in that game. Benoit joins us now. Good to see you. Tell me about this experience.
It was truly an unbelievable experience. This is something I wanted to be a part of for a long time. I've heard about the Hockey Foundation myself about 3 years ago for the first time. And I know they've been going to India for quite a few years, and I wanted to be a part of their activities here. But when I heard that this year they were going to break the world record for the highest altitude game ever, I thought this was the year to do it. So I joined it. This was about 3 days ago. I think we beat the record, and now I'm back in Delhi and still a little bit overwhelmed by the experience. It was quite something.
I can't even imagine physically what that would be like. I mean, it's some 4,000 meters, apparently. Tell me about, the altitude and how you felt that.
Yeah, it was even more than that, actually. It was 4,374 meters, if I'm not mistaken. First of all, we flew into Leh, which is the biggest city in the Ladakh region of northern India, which is already pretty high itself. That's 3,500 meters approximately. So a lot of players around me at the hotels were feeling the effects of altitude. Now, a couple of days later, we drove a convoy of about 25 vehicles for about 4 hours, even higher up in the mountains. And that was to another village where we stayed for a couple of nights to acclimatize ourselves. And that was really, really hard. A lot of guys around me, and girls as well, got pretty sick. Because, I mean, we're at an altitude that we're not supposed to do any sort of physical activity, let alone play a hockey game, obviously. So when we played the hockey game, it was extremely difficult. Every shift, after 30 seconds, a lot of times we needed oxygen masks to get our fill of much needed oxygen. It was extremely challenging, but it was truly an unforgettable experience, as you can imagine.
So tell me about the local reaction to doing this.
Well, what's very interesting, and this is something I didn't know until I heard about the Hockey Foundation, is the fact that Indians, or Northern Indians, which I should say, are very much into ice hockey. Any ice surface in the wintertime, be it a river, be it a pond, anything that's frozen, Indians will be playing hockey on these surfaces. So the fact that we brought a lot of players to play into this game, the locals were extremely receptive. We had a lot of support from the communities, from the government, and as a matter of fact, during the record game, we played against a team of Ladakhis, a team of Indians, including a few players from the national hockey team. So the local community, for sure, were extremely involved and extremely supportive of this event.
And the local community also benefits. I mean, tell me about the purpose behind the event. Obviously, the world record is one of them, but in terms of the benefits.
Right. Well, the Hockey Foundation is doing really great work in the region. They aim to empower the locals through hockey and education as well. And every year, whenever they go to northern India, they bring a lot of equipment. And to tell you the truth, the last few days when we were at the hotel in Leh, the lobby was quite a sight to behold. There were hundreds and hundreds of pieces of hockey equipment that were being gathered in order to be given to the local communities, because obviously, as you can imagine, the local communities are not often lack the funds to purchase their own equipment. So these pieces of hockey sticks, talking about skates, anything you can imagine, is very much appreciated. So they're given to various regions within the Himalayan region for the locals to be able to pursue their passion of ice hockey.
Wow, just stunning pictures that we've been taking a look at as you've been telling your story and sharing your experience with us. Benoit Hardy-Chartrand, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.